What's up, Full Ride Nation? Back for another one. All y'all that don't know me, Christopher, former D1 walk-on turn starter, here to help you guys with your basketball hopes and dreams. Here for your daily motivation. Hey, listen, today I'm here to talk about AAU basketball, some of the things that I've seen, and some of the things that's concerning about the things that I see. And I've been taking some time to make this video because I thought it was just me. But I saw a video of Cam Newton talking about this exact same thing. And I may put his video up after this one, I may not, it just depends. But basically the disrespect by some of these younger kids that play AAU to the people that are helping them. And especially the people that are helping them that actually have experience in the things that they're trying to accomplish, whether it be basketball and or football. And I made another video talking about the problem with it, and I'm going to try to keep this video at a decent length, but I might get long-winded on this one. For the first time, I might get long-winded. But I said a lot of the problems with the AAU basketball is the parents, and I'm going to continue to say that it's the parents. It's not necessarily the kids because they don't really know any better. They're getting this information from their parents, and they think that they can behave and treat people the way that they want to treat them. And the thing that gets me, because there was never a time when I grew up that a kid would disrespect a coach, would disrespect a parent, disrespect any elder. I know we're far past those days, but I would have at least thought that kids wouldn't disrespect coaches, especially coaches that have done what it is that you are attempting to do. And what I do notice is that there are a lot of kids out here that are very, very delusional in their skill set and where they are as players. And they think that A, they're better than what they are, and B, they're going to go and play at schools that have absolutely no interest in them. And they think that if you tell them the truth about where they are with their skill set, that you're hating on them. Well, newsflash, for all the kids that think that people that already have done what it is that you're doing is hating on you, they're not. They don't care. Because what you guys fail to realize is these coaches are basically volunteering their time. They're actually paying money to be there to help you. So no one's going to do all of that to then turn around and hate on you. Then when it comes down to hate, you have to ask yourself, what does a person that's been there, done that already, get from hating on someone who's trying to get to a place that they've already been and accomplished and had success? And so when I saw Cam Newton today, the video from Cam Newton today, and like he said, if you want to go, not to brag, accolade for accolade, he's done it all from high school to college to the NFL. So for kids to be disrespectful to him, and they were stomping on his jersey before the game, which is complete disrespect, his college jersey at that, at Auburn, it's just completely out of bounds, and it comes from the parents. And I've had similar situations with kids, young men, who say want to be disrespectful to me, and we can go accolade for accolade yet again. And I mean, I've not to toot my own horn, but I played Division I basketball. I played junior college basketball. I played Division II basketball. I transferred when there was no transfer portal. I did the unthinkable. I did things that most people would have folded a long time ago if they had to take the route that I took. And at each level, I was successful. So we can put the tape, the stats, or whatever. Through all of the adversity I had, I overcame it. So for me to try to help a kid that has no accolades, that has done absolutely nothing to be disrespectful and or consider a coach a hater, it then begs to the understanding of why a lot of these AAU programs that do not have coaches that have been there, done that, charge an exorbitant amount, and you guys pay it. You know why? Because they're going to tell you what it is that you want to hear, and that's all you guys, most people are looking for is an ego stroke. But at the end of the day, they get nowhere. And that's why a lot of people don't necessarily have their heart into it. They're in it about the money. And as I read these forums, I see a lot of parents complaining about how much money these teams charge and how much it costs this, that, and the third. Well, there's a flip side to that. When you take away the gratitude and you enter in disrespect, then you're going to go ahead and get your head bust financially, because the only way someone's going to tolerate that is if you're paying them handsomely, because then they could care less, because at the end of the day, they don't really care about your kids' development anyway. It is those that are actually doing it and giving back that care about the development. But because you never done it before, you wouldn't understand that. And I don't always I can't just blame the parents. I blame society. I blame social media. I blame ESPN. You know, you have people like Stephen A. Smith, who's made a career, who now makes, well over $20 million a year, to talk about sports that he's never competed in, never played in, never played at the highest level in. We've seen his boxing footage. We've seen his fighting footage. This guy is an all-around non-athlete, but he has the biggest mouth. And some kind of way, he's regarded as some type of authority on things he doesn't know about. But that only works in sports. It doesn't work because I can guarantee you this: if you needed open heart surgery, you're going to go to a doctor who's done this before. You're not going to go to a guy who has only watched it on television. When you want to take a trip on an airplane, I can guarantee you want a pilot that's actually done it. When you go on a cruise, I can guarantee you want a captain that's actually been on a boat and piloted a cruise ship before. So this stuff only works in sports. That's where it works. And that's why the AAU circuit, basketball, whatever it's called in football, this is why it's flipped up on side of its head. And this is why people are getting ripped off. And until the parents understand this and change their behavior, it's only going to get worse, and it's only going to get more expensive, and you're only going to get worse people showing up to collect their money and give you absolutely nothing. Because those of us that have actually done it, that knows what it takes, we're not putting up with that. We're not putting up with that from people who haven't accomplished what we've accomplished. Not going to do it. And for those of us that are actually here to see people get better, the money is not the motivator. It's the progress of the player. Anyway, like I said, I was going to be long-winded, but I got to shut it down at this point. Full Ride Nation, that's it for this video. I'll see you guys on the next one. Y'all know the drill. Let's compete.